The Indian Act, passed in 1876, is the Canadian law that gave the federal government control over Indigenous peoples' lives, dictating everything from land, education, and culture to governance. One of its most controversial aspects was the creation of the Indian status, a legal identity that determines who was officially recognized as Indian under the law. The first two pictures you see here are the first pages of the Indian Act describing the term Indian and the bands. The Act also imposed the band council elections, replacing traditional leadership with elected councils under the federal rules, often causing divisions and weakening traditional systems of governance. Perhaps the most damaging policy tied to the Indian Act was the residential school system. These schools, many run by churches, remove Indigenous children from their families to strip them of their language, culture, and spirituality. The result was intergenerational trauma, loss of identity, and deep socio-economic harm. The socio-cultural impact includes language loss, family separation, and community disconnection. Economically, many Indigenous communities continue to face poverty, underfunded services, and fewer opportunities, condition rooted in the colonial policies. But there has always been resistance. Indigenous people have pushed back through cultural revival, political activism, and reclaiming traditions. One powerful modern movement is Idle No More, launched in 2012. It began as a protest against legislation harming Indigenous rights and grew into a global call for Indigenous sovereignty, environmental protections, and justice. Together, these stories show not only the harm of colonizations, but also the strength, resilience, and resistance of Indigenous people across Canada.